Yet another Chinese automaker is targeting Norway with a very impressive car that is Chinese in name, but Audi and Porsche like in looks. For good reason. It uses part of the VAG parts bin because it's actually the company that makes Audi vehicles in China. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. Hope you've had an awesome day. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the channel. Your support means a lot. Without you, I wouldn't be here making these videos. FAW Group's flagship brand, Hongqi, don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, but I'm just going to say Hongqi, Mandarin for red flag, has started exporting the China-made EHS9 luxury SUV to Norway, marking the first step of its planned European expansion. Best known as Chairman Mao Zedong's favored car brand, and it's still popular with Chinese Communist Party elites. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah. Hongqi has suffered a comprehensive transformation in recent years. When I say suffered, I mean it's been a good transformation. They've gone from being kind of crap to very, very good. While the classic Hongqi CA770 lives on through the retro-styled Hongqi H5, not my cup of tea. Let me know what you think. The brand has launched modern vehicles with attractive designs more recently, especially after recruiting former Rolls-Royce styling director Jill Taylor in 2018. Now, I'm not a big fan of Rolls-Royce design, but hey, it's definitely better than what they used to have. One of those models is the EHS9, an all-electric full-size luxury SUV Hongqi has chosen to spearhead its European expansion by launching it in Norway. The Chinese automaker says it already has more than 500 orders for its SUV in the Scandinavian country, Europe's leader in EV adoption. But remember, the Norway car sales market's pretty small. So the fact that they've already got more than 500 orders for this vehicle in a very saturated EV market means that clearly a lot of buyers are impressed by this vehicle. Now, the first Norway-bound shipment of Hongqi EHS9's EVs left the city of Changchun in China's Yunnan province on September 29. In a press release, Hongqi says the EHS9 has won the trust and expectations of a large number of Norwegian users with its unique Eastern luxury and charm. I don't know how that's possible, seeing as the vehicle hadn't even entered the country at that time, but who knows? Maybe they saw some YouTube videos and thought it looked cool. Now, the electric SUV is available with two battery packs in Norway. The first is an 84 kilowatt hour pack, and the second is a 99 kilowatt hour pack, offering driving ranges of 400 kilometers, about 250 miles, and 500 kilometers, or about 300 miles, respectively, WLTP. Both battery packs support DC CCS2 fast charging at a rate of 110 kilowatt. Not the fastest charging. I think that's probably the one weak point of this vehicle. These packs, though, provide energy to a dual motor all-wheel drive system with a total output of 320 kilowatt. That's a big number. 430 horsepower in the old number for you Americans watching. In the base comfort model, 405 kilowatt or 543 horsepower in the premium and exclusive trim levels equipped with the larger battery. In the more powerful versions, 0 to 100 or 0 to 62 miles an hour takes 4.9 seconds, and the top speed is limited to 200 kilometers an hour. Plenty fast, I reckon. Prices in Norway start at, well, I'll just say it in US dollars, 72,000 US dollars. The top model is 91,000 US dollars. So that's got to be one of the cheapest cars in the world that comes with 405 kilowatt and is electric at the same time. Now, how are they going to sell them in Norway? Well, they've signed Motor Gruppen, a well-known Norwegian electric car import dealer, as its first business partner in Europe. According to the carmaker's local consumer website, the Hongqi EHS9 will reach Norwegian stores in December. In the future, Hongqi plans to ship other small and medium SUVs and sedans to Norway and select European countries. Now, there is one already right now in Norway, actually more than one, there's a few. Well, I just learned how to pronounce the word. Hongxi, apparently, is how we pronounce it, not Hongqi, Hongxi. So there we go, Hongxi. Now, given the market penetration of EVs in Norway Sort of makes sense that they chose that area first, as everyone else seems to be doing the same thing. Xpeng, NIO, etc. Now, if you actually have a look at the interior and the exterior of this car, you've got to say it is very, very impressive. Why did I say it's an Audi? Well, because these guys make Audi in China. Literally make Audi cars. So as you can see, the steering wheel, I'm pretty sure that comes from a Porsche. Have a look at the steering wheel in a Porsche, in the Taycan. I mean, in the Porsche Cayenne, looks remarkably similar. I would say it is actually the same thing. Now, in the video, you'll see they mention that some of the switchgear, some of the parts in the car are clearly from the Audi parts bin. And why wouldn't they be, seeing as these guys make Audi in China? It makes sense that they'd use some of the same parts for this vehicle. Now, I have to say personally, I think the looks are a little polarizing, but it does, overall, I think looks good. For me, what is the real winner here is the interior. The interior with all those screens along the front, I actually think looks more premium than Audi vehicles. Now, size. It's a similar size to an Audi Q7. In fact, it's slightly bigger. I'm not a fan of the long bonnet because I think with an EV you don't need that bonnet, so you might as well take that space up with actual passenger space. But if that's the style that customers want, then that makes sense. Now remember, this is a 6 or 7 seat vehicle. It's a little bit bigger than an Audi Q7, and it costs $70,000 US, all electric. And in the top model, it's got more than 400 kilowatt or 544 horsepower. So I think it's fair to say the price is quite good. Now, sure, the looks are not going to be to everyone's taste, but you can't accuse them here of copying another design. I can't think of any other car on the market that looks anything like. It's really a unique looking thing on the outside, while on the inside, the reviewer in the video, Chris Reefer, discovered that it's every bit as luxurious as premium models from established manufacturers. At least that was during his brief encounter and review of one of the only 4 HES9s in Europe, well, in Norway. So, in theory, right now, you can buy a Q7. It's a bit bigger, a bit more luxurious, a bit more unique. It's fully electric and comes with 7 seats for $70,000 US in Norway, and soon in other countries in Europe. You can see here, right, the danger and risk to companies like Audi when their Chinese manufacturer is selling their vehicle. Well, not their vehicle, but you can see how there's some elements of their vehicle there. And people who buy this vehicle are going to know that the parent company makes Audi in China, right? Most of them are going to know this. They've probably done their research. I mean, you have to do your research with this kind of vehicle to really find out what it is. And in the process of doing that research, you'll discover this information. So you can see how disruption is a very real possibility for European car manufacturers. Look at last month, what happened. Tesla Model 3 sales in Germany beat Audi A4, wagon, sedan, and other various models combined, plus all C-Class models and CLA class models combined, plus all BMW 3 Series models combined, and it was not even close. Now, imagine what might happen when Tesla opens their factory in Germany, starts producing vehicles that are even better quality, even cheaper in Germany. And then imagine when the Germans get attacked by a bunch of different Chinese automakers over the next few years because most of their own automakers are scared, literally scared they're going to lose jobs in Europe, in Germany. So the unions and the automakers are complaining that they're being forced to make EVs. That's what people want, though. So maybe, rather than complain, they should just give us what we want. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Hongqi in Norway and in Europe. In the comment section below, what you think is going to happen. Will they actually gain a foothold in the European market? Will people want these cars? Would you want one? Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye.